It figures it would be something like this.
Hey YouTube, Dutch Sense here. Hope you guys are having a good morning. It's Saturday, March 12th, 2011 at 7:15 in the morning. And I just want to do a quick recap of what actually happened and what I think is going to happen in the next few days. And to do that, I have to show you a few things, okay? So just bear with me here. This might be a little bit long, but I'll try and make it as quick as possible. Earthquake 3D is set here, and I'll put all the links down below, including the Earthquake 3D link. So if you want to download it, the link will be down below. It's free on CNET. But this is the last day. There we go. All the earthquakes, supposedly. And they're not, by the way. It's not all the earthquakes, but we'll get to that in a second. 1 day's earthquakes in Japan. Look at this. Look at this. Absolutely, phenomenally impressive to anybody who studies geology or seismology or any one of the sciences. Should be amazed at this. Amazed. It's record-breaking, guys. They're not joking when they say this is record-breaking. What they're not touching on is the swarming, because it's still going on. And I'm going to make the call right now. This is just like the build-up before this earthquake just happened. It's like it's still going on, like almost like they're going to get another big one or something. I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. But it just seems like they're going to get another big one from the look of this. Look at the last day. Look at this. We turn it down to immediate. They just had a 4.8 green within the last minute, a couple minutes. It's the most recent earthquake there. But we turn it up the last day. Now here's what'll blow you away. Turn it up to the last week. Guys, the whole Earth is just going crazy, out of control. You'd have to be, you'd have to be blind not to see this. This is not all the earthquakes. This is only maybe, I don't know, 25% of the earthquakes, maybe, in the last week. So turn it down to the last day again, because this is what we're talking about. We've got a serious problem with this nuclear reactor that just exploded, and it exploded. Don't kid yourself, guys. It blew up. You can see the video. It exploded. And now they're talking about 8 times the radiation outside and all this other stuff, and 1,000 times. Whatever times, any times radiation is not good. So I just want to show you a couple other things really quick here, because this is just too much. The United States has completely quieted off. Completely. 100%. There's been one little earthquake recorded down here in the last hour in California. The rest were in the last day. It's gotten noticeably silent. Completely silent here. All the volcanoes that I was monitoring, Yellowstone, the Pacific Northwest, nothing. Blank. Just little itty-bitty, tiny little rumbles. Like nothing even worth looking at. It could be a geyser going off. The live internet seismic server, a lot of these were turned off for a while, but now, like this right here, hasn't refreshed since last night. A lot of these aren't current. They're turned off. There you go. Last 3/11/11. Today is 3/12 at 7 in the morning. This is 3/11/11 at 10 o'clock at night. So this is last night's data showing here on the live. Last night's data showing on the live internet seismic server. Think about that for a second, guys. Let's just drop them all together and go over to the European Seismic Agency. Here we go. Real time, baby. And here we go. They just had a 6.1, 5.0, 5.0, 5.0, 5.5. Here we go. A 4.5 in the Gulf of California. Just now. That's a noticeable size for there we go. They have it labeled as a 4.4. USGS does. Wow. 2 back-to-back 4.4s. Look at that. Well, that's not good. That's along the southern coast of California. That's just now. That was 2 hours ago. Wow. Okay, well, so here's my prediction. My prediction is that this is going to continue to go, and it's not going to scale down. It's actually going to have another large earthquake up here, or somewhere in this region. Now, there's a space weather geophysical alert. They're basically saying geomagnetic storms have reached the G1 level. So we're getting some minor space storms for the next 24 hours. And let's go ahead and look at HARP here really quick and just see what the magnetometer readout says. And just so you know, you're not viewing, when you view this, this was ironically provided by the Japanese, and you're not viewing some kind of ray gun or anything here. This is an actual magnetometer that senses, well, it senses the magnetism of the Earth. And that's why these graphs are labeled X, BX, BY, and BZ. You've got an XYZ axis, and you should basically plot this on a globe. You'd have to actually stretch these images over a globe to see what's going on. But so your wow, HARP's running really slow. It's like they put it on a 486 server with a 26K modem. All right, let's just skip them and go to the. Let's go to the real-time magnetosphere and see what's going on here really quick. Oh boy! Wow. Alright, what you're looking at here are the magnetic field, a representation of the magnetic field, a computer simulation of it. And this is a positive and a negative you're seeing here. This is the magnetic bow field, bow shock, if you will, around the Earth. That's our magnetic field that absorbs a lot of the solar radiation and the particles that are coming at the Earth. And it deflects them and it absorbs them. And when you see this, a normal baseline would be somewhere down here, okay, somewhere in the bluish range, and you can go back and look at past images. And this, yesterday, went all the way up to white, all the way through. And let's just go back and look. Alright, this is during the time of the earthquake. Let's go back a little bit more. Right, see the white? Right, we were getting hit so hard at that time. This is 3/11/11 at 1600 hours, right? I mean, this isn't like when it's hitting the fan. Let's go back a little bit more. Right, and this is before. And it gets hit. You can see it start to build. And then wham. I'd say that's pretty clear evidence if I ever saw it. At roughly the same time that the massive earthquakes are happening and tsunamis are occurring. So, just keep an eye out on the Japan area, and keep an eye out on the California area, and on the silent areas. Midwest, Yellowstone, and Pacific Northwest, because you're supposed to have earthquakes there regularly. And if there's not any earthquakes showing, you got yourself a buildup occurring. And a seismic buildup is not good because when the pressure releases, it releases all at once. So, much love to everybody. I am so sorry that we all had to go through this. It sucks. And this radiation cloud, I have to do a whole separate video on jet stream and weather I never thought I'd actually be using all this. I took it as a minor. But, hey, it's awesome, you know? It's awesome we get to put it to use, and you guys get to see it as it happens. And you get to learn. Hell, by the time you guys all come out of this, you're going to be amateur seismologists and amateur meteorologists. Seriously, you'll be able to school some of these people on the TV. So, much love to you guys. Even the haters, man. Prepare, guys. Seriously. And if you don't, if we all go down somehow when it all hits the fan, I will see you all on the other side. It's just a matter of where do we go from there. Cheers.